Welcome again, my friends. I really appreciate. I can't do videos without appreciating you because for you to take your time and subscribe. Some people ask questions, and Mr. Matthew asked question about how he can protect himself, or he used the word coverage, so it means that protection. Okay, how he can protect himself, that the people that you want to shoot on the street, people that you want to photograph on the street, they will not fight him. The society we are, everybody is security conscious, and people are very very careful with everything. So, and they believe that with their photograph someone can do harm to them. You see, someone can, you know like back here we believe that with your images, they can use it for charm, they can use it for, what we call it. So there are a lot of things. Okay, and so, and some people, they will be surprised at why do you why do you want to photograph them? What do you want to use a photograph for? You say it's a passion, or you love photographing strangers, or you love documenting, you love the way they look. You know, they will look at it that, one, are you jobless, or there's more to it? They will just be, they just want to you to tell them that you want to use it for one negative thing. So of these things, they happen on the street. Sometimes they can take your camera. For instance, during the COVID, uh, I said to myself that I have to go out to go and document, because this is me. This is me that document everyday life of Africans, and also on the street, to pick those happening. So how come that COVID will not lock me in the house with my camera? So I said no. So I went out, and there's one of the busiest road, and I find out that everywhere is empty. So I got to a certain place called Anthony, and I saw traffic that I was like, where are these people going? Where are they coming from? So I never knew that it was police checking people passing to be sure that they are medical personnel or security personnel. So I got interested, and I want to know what is happening. So while I was moving, and in the traffic, so a driver told me that I should go to the front with my camera and document what is happening there, because those people, they are collecting money. Meanwhile, there's nothing like that. So I said, who are they? If they are police, I said, wow, okay, you know. So I just climbed the footbridge and pedestrian bridge. There I was, and before I know it, police came from left and right. Never knew that there was an officer in the vehicle, in the box of the driver, that told me that something is happening in the front. So I just rode down to just see for myself. And at the end of the day, on the bridge, I wasn't facing my camera on them, so I was backing them. So when they came to me, they introduced themselves, they greeted me so politely. Okay, so I greeted them, and they asked me, they know me? I introduced myself. Okay, and I showed them my ID card, and I showed them the pictures that have been taken before that day concerning COVID. That before that day, I've worked for like uh, was it 8 to no 8 to 10 kilometer documenting you get. So I showed them all that. So they now told me that they were told that I was photographing them. I was like, wow. So I should handle my camera and my phone to them. Politely, I handed over to them. They say I should follow them. So I got arrested anyway. So I got into their van and they told me I should wait for their boss. So I waited. And when he came and they explained everything, I explained myself, and at the end they were like, oh, they are sorry, and they just want to be careful and they just want to be sure that I wasn't photographing them. I say, why will I photograph you guys? You are not doing anything bad. I heard it in the news to people that are supposed to go out. That's why me too, I'm out here to know if such thing is happening. So seeing you guys doing this, it means that you are doing your work. So even if I photograph you guys, I'm not going to use it for anything bad. And they were like, wow, they really appreciate that. That's why we are friends, we are working together. Journalists, photojournalists or journalists, police, they are the same, things like that. So where I'm going is that when you're talking about coverage, there are things that you yourself need to possess, which are your behavior, your character, your attitude, and your response to questions. You can't be angry when someone you carry camera and enter a street and you want to photograph someone and the person asks you, why do you want to photograph me? Or don't photograph me. Maybe you not ask the person before you point your camera and the person turn it to abuse and say, what's wrong with you? Are you crazy or something? Why do you want to photograph me? You can't get angry. No. In first place, you pointed your camera at him or her without his permission or his permission, and you don't want them to talk. Wow. The way. So it is now you to show professionalism by answering their question one after the other, by explaining to them what you want, why you want to photograph them. Even though a quote that you want to use the photograph for sales or for money making, maybe, you know, you yes, you can't let them know, but the same time you can let them know, but it can be direct. It can be direct. All right, they want to know because after you photograph them, you surely take their details because you are posing them, not that you just saw something and you freeze it. They ask you questions, you told them, then ask, okay, now how do you want me to stay? And you pose them, you shoot them. You have to take their detail and give them credit. But today we are not talking about that. We are talking about you want to be on the street and you want to be safe. So these are the things that you need to do. Like I said, your behavior, your character, your attitude, the way you answer their questions, the way you answer to their questions is very, 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 very key. Now, some street photographers, they don't believe that there is something they call street language. But I will tell you for free that there is street language. How? Good. Now, the way you talk to your friends, your colleagues, in the studio, at home, You can't talk to people on the street that you don't know and you want to photograph anyhow. Like I ask you, why do you want to photograph me? So what is it if I photograph you? Oh, really? God help you. You will go home without any scratch on your body or your camera being damaged. So you have to be 100% polite. No matter how they raise their voice or they shout at you or they want to force, you just have to maintain that calmness. All you will be saying, I'm sorry, but give me time to explain. I'm sorry, this is why said that I'm trying to do ABCD till you convince them. Yes, maybe the moment is gone, but you have to convince them. Those confrontation are the one that is making you experience professional photographer, professional and experienced street photographer. So it's very, very key to know to have all these ingredients in you. All right. Then source of identification. Yes, you have to identify yourself because who you are. They want to know, okay, this is me. Like I have, if I'm going out with my personal ID card that carry gospel. Okay, I go out with going out. I have gospel ID card, Lagos State Photographers Association ID card, which is last band, because I'm a member of the association, and I go out with Lagos State Artisan ID card, which I got through my association. Okay, so when you stop me, when I look at the person, I know which one to bring out of the three. My personal ID card is stated photojournalist. The other shows I'm a photographer. Now, if I see security personnel, my state ID card from Lagos State, Artisan, so I show because it carry Lagos State logo, badge, everything. So it means that state government recognizes me. It means a lot. So source of identification is very, very valid. It is very, very important to go out with it. But whereby you don't have all that, but your personal ID card is very, very key. That this is me. This is what I do. So be take note of that. Your personal identification, and uh, what else again? Now, there are some scenario that if you are not, for instance, you are going to a community that is the language they speak there, you don't understand the language. There's nothing bad if you can get someone that you make friends with in that community or from where you are, from where you stay, to go with you so that when those people they come, you can even talk to them in their dialect, in their language that they understand, they live with. It means a lot. It means that you are kind of part with them, part and parcel with them. It means that you are part and parcel with them. You know, so that will really make them happy. if you can speak their dialect, or you have someone that when they speak to you, the person will answer them, person will listen to you, person will now interpret it to them. You, what you are doing, you are communicating. So street photography is not just about carrying the camera, go into the street and begin to shoot and come back and create amazing photographs. You are you are learning a new thing. You are gathering more experience in communication, in approach, in uh, yes, I can say in making relationship, because at the end, when you convince them, you now become friends and you might even exchange numbers. I have many people that have collected their numbers. When they called me, they have to explain, but they are happy that they can call me. They are happy that, oh, I convinced them. So whenever they see other photographers, they will, what the first thing you will hear from them, oh, you want to take a photograph? Okay. So that the question that they will ask you, who are you? What do you want it for? Blah blah blah. They will not. So these these are very 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 important for you. Okay. And above all, take away fear. Fear will make you be uncomfortable, and it will send a wrong signal to the people you want to photograph. And at the end of the day, they will feel like you have hidden agenda, you have bad motive for coming to the street to photograph them. So please take note of all these things. So never say that you want to photograph them to sell. So these are things that I know that you can do. All right. So Mr. Matthew, I hope with this I've answered to your question concerning how to protect yourself. That you use the language coverage, which is security, protection when you're on the street. All right. That's all. I personally, I don't encourage for someone to go to the street with security personnel, police, army, navy, things like that. No, it will make you professional, because you will not be able to face those confrontation and be able to convince them. So you are not getting experience. Okay, so that's why you have to work on yourself to have all these attributes, to have all these character, these things that I listed, Mr. Matthew, and other people that are watching. These are things that you can do to be safe when you are out there to photograph on the street. I'll see you next time. In my next video, I will be dealing with some of the questions that will be coming, and some tips that you need to know. Okay, but what you do for me, do not forget to click the notification button to activate it, so that when I share, you will be the first that we know. And also subscribe. Okay, subscribe, and always drop your comments, and also always share, invite your friends to also learn. Okay, do not forget, keep on shooting, never stop shooting. Make sure you subscribe to get updates.